Good afternoon, friends. This is John Hart. Whoops, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, last Sunday did that to me, and I'm going to tell you about it. But last Sunday was one of those Sunday mornings when the air was thick enough to butter biscuits. The choir was halfway through, I'll Fly Away. And old Earl, he was sitting in the third pew, fanning himself with a bulletin that had seen better days. And the preacher, he was preaching on Acts chapter 2, tongues of fire, mighty wind, the Spirit moving like a freight train through Jerusalem. Now Earl was nodding along, half asleep, half saved, when Sister Mabel hit that high note that could have cracked the stained glass. That's when it happened. Earl jumped up like he'd been struck by lightning, hollering, "He's here! He's here!" and took off down the aisle, arms flapping like a rooster trying to take flight. Imagine that. The preacher froze mid-verse, the choir stopped mid-note, and the deacons dove for cover. Now Earl, he made 3 laps around the sanctuary, slid across the altar rail like a baseball player, and landed flat on his back shouting, "I done caught the Spirit." The congregation didn't know whether to shout or call an ambulance. Sister Mabel, she fainted clean away, and Brother Clyde started crying, said he felt the Spirit too, though folks suspected he was just overcome by Earl's theatrics. Now when Earl finally stood up, tears in his eyes, he said, "I ain't sure what happened, but I feel clean all the way down to my boots." And maybe that's the point. Sometimes the Holy Ghost doesn't come quite. Sometimes he comes riding through like a storm, just to remind us he's still in charge. Well, later that afternoon, Earl was sitting on his porch, sweating and grinning. He said, "John, I reckon the Lord just wanted to shake me loose a little." And I told him, I said, "Well, Earl, he sure did. And half the congregation, too." We laughed till the sun dipped behind the ridge, and the cicadas started their evening hymn. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. As always, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and remember, the mountains keep their secrets, but they never forget. If you enjoy these podcasts, please share, like, and subscribe. For information on and sales of my books, go to johnhartauthor.com. God bless you, and I'll see you on the next ridge.